What do you think of when you think about a rainbow? Hi, this is Tweek. Today I'm going to make rainbow cluster balls to give to my friends. Join us! Supplies you'll need for this project are: you will need 6mm rainbow colored beads. You will need some lobster claw hooks, some wire, and some spiral metal spheres to place the cluster ball in once we get them made. So let's get started. I found these metal spheres online. I will leave the link in the description below. And I thought, I'm going to put one of my cluster balls in there and turn this into a rainbow keepsake. I say rainbow because not only are those the colors I'm going for, but a rainbow represents a lot of things to a lot of people. Today I'm going to shoot for love and friendship that it represents. So here we go. We're going to make a cluster ball in the rainbow pattern. That's a little more fussy than what I usually make, because usually I get a bead and I don't pay much attention to the sequence aside from the number of beads in each round of the cluster ball. But today I want specific colors: the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And if I place them in a specific order, then when you get the ball done, you're going to see those colors represented. You're really not going to see a clump of one color over another. I would like for those colors to be represented as uniformly as I can on the cluster ball. So that means getting my pattern going. And I'm in my head going red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Green, blue. Now my first line for the cluster ball, we need 30 beads total. I only need 5 in the first line. So the next line is I need 4. So I'm just going to continue humming that in my head. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So the purple comes up the top. And here we go again. Red, orange, yellow. There's our 4. Now we need to do 3 sets of 3 for our cluster ball. Now I need a set of 2. That's going to be red. Now I need a set of 3. So if you've seen me make cluster balls in the past, you do 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, and 1. And that's the pattern for the 30 beads. And I just lined them up in the colors. So it should go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple all the way through till I get to the end. Now I can start stringing them. So I grab my bead along wire, my favorite wire, and I'm going to pull out, oh gosh, a couple feet. I'll probably pull out more than I need to, but I'd rather have more to work with than trying to tie a knot with hardly any in the end. So here we go to make a cluster ball. I'm going to pull the 5 towards me. Now I know in my head I'm going red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. I'm going to try to keep them in that line as I bead them on. So I'm going to bead them on, string them on in the order. This ends up being such a fun little item in the end. Can't wait to see it in sunshine. I have not held it into the sun yet. Oops, okay. So we let those beads come to the center of the wire. We want to try to center them as well as we can. We bring one of the wires in and go through the last bead on the line, or the first bead. You're going to end up with a pentagon shape. Okay. That's very pretty. Now I'm going to string on the right side. This is moving around a little bit. I'm going to string my beads on the right side and I'm going to pull the left side in to finish it. So we got pulling the next 4 in. So if you get out of whack, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Purple was the last one there. Red, orange, yellow. Now if it gets mixed up, you're not going to notice that much, but I really wanted to try to make a pattern that showed off the colors. All right, so now we're going to bring the left line in, the left side, and we're going to go through that last bead we just strung and pull through, and now you have 2 little pentagon shapes. we're going to take the wire and where you came out there and go into the next bead, buddy up to that next bead. Okay, that hooks them together. So now you have two hooked together. Okay, we're going to put this down facing me. It starts to get a concave feel to it, and the concave is always up and facing you. So that gives us our right and our left side. So now we have three. That looks like green, blue, and purple. So I'm keeping in my head the sequence of the colors, and I've got lined up the number of beads each round. We let it meet up, bring the left side in, and go through that last bead. If I can get in there. These are acrylic beads. Usually I use glass, but I had access to the full complement of colors in acrylics, and they're just as beautiful. They might lose some of their color if you let them sit in the sun too long, but that would take a long time, so I'm running with this. Now you've got this shape. You see how it's got more of a concave. So the concave is facing you, right side, left side, bring in the next three, and then we're going to continue on through the sequence. Red, orange, yellow. Okay, they're going to meet up, bring the left side in, put that left wire through the last bead, and each time you're adding a little bit, you want to buddy up where you came out, buddy up to the next bead. And that's putting your cluster ball together. Okay, here we go again. Okay, the concave part is facing me. We have a right and left. Here come the next three. Green, blue, and purple. Oop. Okay. Okay, let it join meet down there. You see how as I'm going though, you see how the beads really are keeping a variety of colors. A few times the beads will meet each other, the same color, but I'm trying to separate them out a little bit. Okay, now this time we're meeting up and we're going to go in the next two beads. So we've got one bead here to buddy up and then another, and we're setting ourselves up for the two beads that are going to join us. Looks like red and orange. Okay, now bring the left wire over. We're halfway through. We're going to buddy up one. You can tell how many to buddy up to as far as that going through one. So you've got two beads sitting between the two wires, and you have three beads coming on the next round. So that's another way to help yourself to remember. So the concave is towards me. Putting these next three beads, yellow, green, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Keep doing that in my head so I remind myself of the sequence. All right, so now we're going to bring the left side in, go into that last bead, pull through. Now we've got two beads coming, so we're going to buddy up twice. Go into this bead, and then buddy up the next. So you've got three beads sitting between the two wires, and they're ready to take the two beads that are coming because we're making fives. Each time you're making a set of five. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Oh, okay. Back that up. Purple would come first. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, then red again. There is a method to this madness. Bringing the left wire in. See how pretty that's getting. So we have two more beads coming, so we're going to go through and buddy up two more beads. And if you need a slower version of this, we have several videos where we've done cluster balls. Some are slower, some are faster, but you can take your pick. These beads I'm using here are 6mm beads, and I found that they worked out best with the size of the cage that I ordered, because you can get smaller ones too. All right, we've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So orange goes first, yellow. We're coming to the end. We only have 3 more beads to do. Left side comes in. Okay, we're almost done. Now you've got 2 beads coming on, so let's buddy up the next 2. Okay. Now, again, I'm always making sure the concave is towards me, which gives you your right and your left side. A little less confusing if you can remember to do that. Green, blue. Okay. Bring the left side in. Almost done. Now, we've got 1 bead left. So this time we're going to go in buddy up with 3 more beads. So it's 1. Make sure that snaps in. Yep. 2. Colorful project, huh? Very pretty. So you've got 4 beads on each side waiting for that 5th bead, and that will complete your cluster ball. Goes on. Bring the wire through. And there's your cluster ball. Isn't that pretty? Now, a few of the places you can see where the colors met up, but I thought this was a really good way of spreading those out. Now, just to make this a little more sturdy, I'm going to stick around the top here. I'm just going to go around with the wire. Just skim along the top of those 5 beads. There we go. If you have trouble pushing the wire through, just roll the beads around a little bit, and the wires inside will accommodate you a little better. There's 2. And I'm going to get these 2 wires to meet up so that I can put in a knot. 3. And let's bring this one over once because it's kind of feeling left out there. Okay, so there's your cluster ball, and they're both meeting at the same spot. I'm going to put in 2 knots. I'm going to bring in some help here because I want those knots to be nice and tight. Okay, this time I'm bringing both so my slippy slidey fingers don't mess that knot up. Give it a nice good tug. Tiny little knot. Bring in the clippers and snip down close. So I've got the cluster ball done. Now I'm going to take one of these little cages. Now we've got a link in the description because you can get these in different sizes, and I got the biggest one that I could find. And they stretch out just enough, but they go back to their shape too. So I'm going to pull it apart just enough to push this cluster ball in. Okay. And now I'm just going to manipulate. Both of them are a little bit easy to work with, manipulate a little bit because I want that cluster ball to sit nicely inside the little sphere. Just work it just a little to make it fit in there. And when you're happy with what you got there, because it's not going to go anywhere, it's all comfy and secure in there, and if you want to, you can take it out, but why would you do that? We're on to our next step. Where that's sitting there, and I want to add something to it so that we can use it as a hanger. It could be an ornament. It could be a purse hanger. I love those. And it could be something to hang off your rearview mirror. Just a little something to remind yourself of the rainbow and the company you keep, the friends it reminds you of. And it does for me. I'm going to take some wire here, a little over a foot. I always use more than I need, but I always save the remnants and use them too. So here's what we're going to do. Take the wire, and we're just going to come through the top of this little cage, spiral cage. Okay. I did get too much, didn't I? Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Now, I want to take any kind of bead, whatever you like. I'm using these, I had these beads that they're just glass, and they are square, which I thought was an interesting accompaniment to, I'm not going to use the big one, a little one, like a medium-sized one. I'm just going to put both of these wires through and let it rest. So it comes all the way down and just let it rest. It's supposed to be like that. Now I'm going to take the colors of the rainbow. You can see here what I did. And I'm just going to go red, orange, yellow right up. I think they're all here. Orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. The 6mm beads are very nice for stringing. Both wires fit nicely through, no hassles. Now I'm going to add another littler square bead. You could use any bead you want. You could use round. You could use more color. I wanted to highlight the color by throwing some just clear crystal around it. So simple. And now I'm going to put a crimp bead down. Crimp bead goes first. And I am going to pull off some of this because it's a little much. And take a lobster claw. Here again, I'm using silver today. They come in different colors, so when you order them, you decide what colors you want. The little spiral cages come in different colors as well, but today I went with silver. So we've got a silver claw, and we're going to take these two pieces of wire and push it through the crimp bead. And if I'm lucky here, I can push it through into the little bead too. I want to push it down. Oh, there it comes out. That's good. What I'm going to do now is pull as tight as I can. I want this to hang nicely. Give just a little wiggle room for the claw up top, and then crimp the bead. And then as closely as I can, snip where that wire comes out. And then, if I can, try to tuck that wire into the next bead. And if that doesn't work, it's fine. I could try to pull some more of that wire off. Okay, so here's what you have then. You have a really fun little rainbow. Here's what I'm going to do with them. To me, a rainbow means not only diversity and inclusion, but to me, it's got the love and the friendship going for it. This represents all the different people that I know, especially in my old chorus, that bring joy into your life in different ways and bring colors into your life. So they are all going to get one of these from me. So wherever they hang it, on their purse, in a window, on their car, rear view mirror, wherever they hang it, they can know somebody thinks well of them. So if you like what you've seen here, give us a like, subscribe to our channel. Remember to ring the bell so you know when another episode of Tweeks with Tweek is coming along. Until then, grab up some beads and make a rainbow reminder for your friends. See you again